dad pick you up, bro. I'm done.
Alright.
I can't do it no more.
Alright, I call my sister. Morning, friends. Can't give him no crazy dick, bro. Get too crazy. I'm serious. Can't give him the crazy dick. Boy, I love vacuuming.
I had to draw off my hands.
Alright, I'm checking back. Polygamy solution. One trip, you got more. Sit back and relax, future people. You're probably watching this 2 or 3 years ahead of time. Roll you one, pour you one, whatever you do, shroom. I recommend you do nothing ever, but
What?
Can you call my dad?
I can't hear you.
Can you call my dad? Listen up.
You think you should? Yes or no? Are we gonna be able to go home?
I don't know. I'll really want to hear. Like I said, a word. Trying to go live to this radio trigger one on some retarded shit. I'm a misogynist. Females are stupid. I don't give a fuck. The female is higher than the male, though. Women are higher than men, but not the modern woman. They are borderline mentally fucking retarded. Once we teach them their right way, they'll be higher than us. But right now, God, their vibration has lowered. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. So the woman being higher than us, they fell hard. It can be extremely depressing having to live with that. That's why you gotta become a millionaire and do what the fuck you want.
Do you really love me? Or are you just here?
G Money Lil Ronnie died yesterday. Get Money Lil Ronnie. It's crazy. Fucking favorite rapper. I don't like mainstream rappers. Lil Baby drop an album right now, wouldn't give a fuck. Wouldn't care at all. Lil Durk, same. Now if Playboy Cardi dropped the album, I listen to it. All the mainstream rappers, I like their old music. Drake, old music. Future, old music. Young Thug, I like their old music. I'm just played out on the new stuff. You know what I mean? I'm sure I don't got a hole in the nuts. That'd be crazy. So yeah, no one's live right now watching me. They may be. Maybe a glitch, maybe some type of... But this one's about courage, guys. We have got to have courage. They feed off your fear. I made a TikTok the other day, a little short TikTok about how they use the other niggers as an example so that we don't rebel. So, I know the people in the future are watching this. Because currently no one's watching this live. But my fans and my supporters, and enemies perhaps, will be watching this in the future whenever I'm successful. To the future people watching this, damn, these hoes are dry. Damn, cuz. We only need one, so. Them fucking hoes are dry as shit, boy. But yeah, Sparky one, sit back and relax. Snacks, because I'm relaxed. I'm going to inform you on courage. Look, I know this shit's disorganized. Look, bro, one day I'm going to have the podcast set up. I'm going to have guests. It's going to be way better. This is what we got right now. But like always, we want to get ridiculous. Because I'm an extremist. That's what they call it. Extremist. Look, right now I'm not a threat. I got 600 followers on TikTok. When I'm famous, they're going to call me an extremist. Bro, it's amazing. Someone who's extreme on world peace is labeled weird. I would argue that's the complete epitome of God. But I understand most people are fucking weirdos. I've been around. I was a D1 athlete. I done did shit. I done been places. Trust me, people are fucking weird. Fear not, though. The second you get money, get out. Because courage is one thing. But it's hard to beat a crash out who wants to kill you. While you're focused on business and saving the world, this is a dude out there that wants to kill you. I understand. Get away from that at the best of your humanly capabilities. That is a pure demonic distraction. When y'all could just truce up and save the world. But what are the chances of that happening? I left these out too long, so very slight. The mouse already dry because I already done yoked, so I'm already ripped. Exotic right there. But we're rolling up. It's different. It's less. We're gonna roll this up first, then use the other rolls. Exotic. You cannot be a coward, dude. Weirdos all over. There's people who's not all the way weirdos, but they've been brainwashed, so they can't help but to act weird. But they're not weird in their heart. They want you to win. Yes, I do this. Gotta break them apart, put them in the blend. Come on, bud. So me and my friends used to do, man. That's where we from, man. Probably won't do this when I'm a millionaire, but yeah. I'm already fried though, for real, if you can't tell. When I'm famous, I refuse to go anywhere without security. Goons with me. I refuse. You know what I feel about weed though? It's like, who cares? There are way higher priorities than weed. If the main concern of your day is if someone smokes weed or not, your priorities are completely backwards. I'm worried about world peace, saving child trafficking, saving obesity. Smoke, don't smoke, who cares? Fucking cares, dude. I wish I could play videos like half and half, like play videos like they be doing on podcasts, so I can like react to them and shit. Cause I see the most retarded shit of all time, bro. And I was just like, bro, it's incredible, bro. If you haven't been able to tell by now, life is incredible. The Matrix is fucking, bruh. What we're gonna say today is you cannot have fear. This cannot be in your psyche or your vocabulary, man. Fear. I know this podcast is disorganized, and look, bro, just give me a little bit. I'm so glad I'm able to trust what I say, because I do what I say. I'm so glad I'm that caliber of a man. Most people say I'm gonna get rich one day, but I genuinely serious. Put the exotic back on there. Smoke this first. I'm humble. Yeah, I'll record myself rolling up the save the XO. These people will try and use fear to make sure that you never rebel. There's a lot more names than what I'm about to name. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., the dude who invented the water engine. He made an engine that they don't need the oil companies. They just need water. They killed him. There's been all types of people that, I mean, there's thousands and millions, I mean, names that a lot of people never heard of. People just speaking out. What's the alternative? Live and comply as a slave? Well, fuck it, you know? Like, if you watch The Matrix, who's that one dude who, he eats the steak, and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay in the Matrix. This steak tastes good as hell. The food in the real world is ass. I like the Matrix. Fuck it. It's good to be a slave. It feels good. Ignorant, right? But what's the alternative? Speak out and risk, you know, and take a risk, or be a good little slave. We won't kill you. Be a good little slave, and you'll live.
Fire back up.
Be a good little nigger. Be a good little nigger. Don't you speak out against our corrupt ways, you little nigger. We'll kill you. You seen what happened to Malcolm X, little nigger. I don't give a fuck. It's called being stubborn. I'd rather die and fight than live and comply. These people don't control us. We are the gods of the planet. And I will fight. Now, if I'm being honest, I don't think I personally will die, because it's 2025. I mean, bro, they can't keep killing us. They know their time's coming. I meant to watch this video on YouTube. It's called Big Headed Scientist. When you understand, these people understand. These people know that they can't rule us forever. Because whenever you run a society with evil, you can only last a couple thousand years. But whenever you live in world peace, it's a lot longer. Like, we lived for a lot longer in peace than we did with evil. For the future people watching this and the person watching this, whenever I roll up some weed and then I smoke, does that discredit what I'm saying? What makes the person that you agree with? I can wear a suit and tie, cut off all my hair, shave my face, talk extremely proper. Then would you believe me? I mean, who's to believe? You think your history books are a good source to just believe, just blind? Oh, every single thing, every single history book that's ever been made has never lied, not once. Everything's directly, come on, bro. Out of the thousands of history books they have made, you think they haven't told one lie? The whole shit's a lie. People will discredit me because of the way I look. I always use this example. Whenever a man in a suit and tie invests $10 million in a weed dispensary in a legal state, he's considered a pioneer, entrepreneur. He has on a suit and tie. But when a dude in the hood is selling weed out his trunk, pounds of weed out his trunk, he's looked at as a A lot of words can fill that gap. They have you brainwashed to not trust a certain source of information. If I gave you a, are you, if someone told me, hey, Aaron, what's your source of proof? Where'd you get proof? What if I said, I seen a TikTok? You would laugh like, bro, TikTok? That, you got your source from, like, they would laugh in my face. That wouldn't be a reliable source. That's insinuating that every single TikTok that's ever been made is not a reliable source. So I can't give you some facts about plants on TikTok. You see, they have you brainwashed that it has to be a proper book by a man with a suit and tie. Bro, who says that a suit and tie is professional? Who made that up? Do you even know? Who's the guy who walked in and said, you got to wear a suit, it's got to have a tie? Who even made that up? Do you even think about this? You're just a slave who just accepts, a suit and tie, that's professional. You've been brainwashed by these people. So you're telling me I can't pull a reliable source from meditation? What if I feel that God or ancestors are talking to me whenever I'm meditating? Oh, bro, you're delusional. You're high, bro. You wasn't talking to God, bro. You wasn't talking to your ancestors. You're high, bro. So the things that you so-called know, where's your source of information, Buster? What, the news? A book? So it's impossible to bullshit a book, huh? It's impossible to, because a book looks boring and it's a book, right? Because it looks boring. That's a more reliable source than me meditating or me looking at a TikTok. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. They've got you fucking brainwashed. They had me brainwashed once upon a time. What annoys me is I'm seeing these videos of Trump, and I can't help but to, I mean, these people are sitting in a, bro. First of all, the shit's probably CGI. There's probably no such thing as fucking Trump, if we're being real. But if there is, and the videos are real, they're sitting in the fucking office talking about, bro, the whole shit's, bro. It's people getting shot, locked in basements, child trafficking in America. And these motherfuckers are sitting in a room gossiping and fighting over a fucking war in Ukraine. Fam, we live in a fucking, the people that control us are sadistic, extremely evil people. I was born in 2000. I didn't fucking get to choose who my How am I born into a system that they have already mapped out for me? We don't map out their life. Let us try to map out the fucking people who control the world's life. Let us try to map their life out. But they're allowed to map ours out. I'm just born into a system. We gotta pay for food. We gotta pay for food. Gotta pay for water. We gotta pay for apples. And we just bend over and comply. Fuck that. This Relo was extremely dry because I left out these frontos too long and the stems are coming up, so I gotta go a little magic. Yeah, front's dry. So what's our alternative? Bend over and comply? Fuck that. But I'm watching this video of Trump. He's sitting there arguing with all these fucking weirdos. Like, bro, who are these people? I'm not racist at all. I'm half white. Half my family's white. And I love them. They're dope ass people. But all these goofy looking white people sitting in a fucking room, like, have you seen these political like videos on YouTube where all these the people in charge, they'll sit in these rooms with suit and ties, and they half of them look fucking weird. Like, bro, who the fuck are these weirdos? Who elected? Why do these group of weird fucking weirdos get to give us laws that they break? Half them people fucking eat children. They're fucking weirdos. I don't just mean weirdo as in, bro, these people eat children. I'm not saying all, but we know for a fact. We all know it. Go to YouTube and type in anything political, like when these people, when they sit in these rooms with their suits and their ties, and they just start talking, and it's boring, and who the fuck are these people? We don't know these people, and they're just allowed to just tell us what our laws are. How come they never go to prison? If I sell a pound of weed, they'll put me in jail. How come these people don't go to jail? They fucking eat children. And they control us. They're the ones who tell us what the laws are. Tell us what we learn in school. Fam, do you not see it? But like, have you, bro, I know most humans have had to have had this thought before, like, why is there a president? Why does this person get to tell me how to live my life? I have free will. Why is there a certain group of people who get to sit in their mega castles and mansions and tell us what our laws are? Like, has anyone thought, like, I know a lot of people have thought about this. Like, who the fuck? Because, like, bro, it would be different if our government was full of, like, super athletic, mega intelligent, you know, and they were actually benefiting the world. Then I could say, okay, y'all are competent. Y'all are, like, demigods. Okay. Like, if we had world peace and there was no corruption and poverty and weird bullshit, then I can say, okay, y'all are a good government. Streets are safe. I'm happy. Hey, fuck it. Yeah, be in control. We're all peaceful. I got free will. I'm a god. Do whatever we want. But the fact that these people control us and they look weird and zombied out. Have you seen these? They're like they just look fucking weird, like they're zombies. This one guy was like, he was like, who the fuck? Who, bro? That one weird look, I think it's Nancy Pelosi. I think that's her name. Bite that stem. Like, it's bro. These people just look weird. In their face, they just look like they just look, something's off about them. I'm telling you, bro. I'm fucking telling you, bro. These people just look odd. They just look evil. It's the weirdest thing, like. I'm gonna have to go hard today, bro. Wait till this starts going. But these people, bro, you can look in their eyes, like, but like, is it not weird? You gotta admit that the shit's weird. That we're just born into a world and these people control us. We all know these politicians breaking the fucking law, raping kids, torturing people, We all know it. And but let me get pulled over for running a stop sign. See, here's the thing. See, you think Epstein's the only one who was raping kids. How ignorant can people be? You think Epstein? Yeah, the only one, bro. Here's how they do it. They have you gain an emotional attachment to your favorite celebrity. That way, you'll think, oh, he would never be a rapist. He would never do that. That's my favorite celebrity. Like, cause you couldn't imagine your favorite celebrity. You couldn't imagine it, right? It would hurt so bad. Hey, come up here. Come up here. It's lit. You wouldn't, cause you know that. Oh, that's my favorite celebrity, right? They have you gaining an emotional attachment. Here. I'm telling you. Think from a clear mind. Is it not fair for us as humans? Don't we all deserve a little bit of land and a family and freedom? You know, let's talk about weed. The fact that it's illegal, this is CBD, by the way. Gotta give a disclaimer and then wink. Only winking because my eyes twitching though. But the fact that at your own property, it's illegal for you to smoke, these people control you. How is that fair? Okay, you might think, well, it's not fair, but it's not worth the rebellion. It's not worth dying over. Are you fucking crazy?
It's not hidden.
Are you fucking crazy? You can't smoke a damn joint without them in your business. Land of the free. Home of the free. Yeah, you run a fucking stop sign and see if you don't got a court date. You don't go to court. You don't go to court. See if they don't pull up with fucking Glocks and vests over a stop sign. See if they don't. We're free. Where's that? Let me see that. Yeah, I left the front toes out too long. It was the last one, so I had to do some magic so it was dry. But it's gonna be good now. It's gonna be reflecting one day. 10,000 people gonna see it.
Love and hate. We don't want you there again.
They're allowed to eat children, but we're not allowed to smoke a joint. If I smoke a joint in my car while driving, they'll pull me the fuck over and give me a court date. If I don't go to court, they'll show up to my house with guns and vests. And if I defend me and my family and I shoot through the door and kill them, I'm a cop killer and I'm an evil person. All because I smoked a joint in my car. But I'm evil, right? These people want your fucking soul. You think it's about money for these people? Bro, the peasants have mansions and Ferraris. I can get rich and buy a Lambo, bro. The people in power don't care about that peasant shit, bro. They want your soul. They want power. They're over, bro. They was born into $500 billion. A Lambo. They was born. The first car they even seen was a fucking Rolls Royce. They billionaires don't really drive. They just hire a peasant to drive me around. Yeah, just drive me around wherever I need to go. Jets and shit. They don't drive. What? Drive and sit in traffic with the other peasants? They don't fucking drive. These people don't even. They're not even amongst us. They want your soul. They want your energy. Bro, if you understood the technology they have to siphon your energy, you fucking throw up. These people don't give a fuck about a car or a house. That's the dream of the peasant. Oh, I want houses and cars. The people who really run the world, they want your fucking soul and your energy. They want you. Want your fucking kids. And then we celebrate Christmas. Isn't it amazing? If you knew what they did on Christmas back in the day, if you could just see it visually, you'd be traumatized for life. Because we kind of glaze over, because words just kind of just glaze over. Like, when I say these politicians eat children, you might think of a sick, like, eat children? What the fuck? No, but like, imagine what that looks like. You gotta imagine, when you sit there and think about what's really going on underground with these politicians, and you let them control us. We can't run a stop sign while smoking a joint in our car. We'll have a court date. We don't go to court. Cops with the guns show up to our crib. We don't let them in. More cops with shotguns and the fucking barricade thing. I can't smoke a joint in my car and run a stop sign. But they can eat children, and you better not question them about it. Because you know what's crazy? People are so brainwashed. They'll say, bro, where's your proof? I didn't see that on the news. I didn't see nothing. Bro, you think they're going to put that on the news? Think. Who controls the news? You think the news is just good people reporting actual, or do you think it's owned by a fucking quadrillionaire who you never heard of? Oh, they don't control the news, huh? The news is just people like you and me just reporting. Come on, bro. They rig NBA, they rig NFL, they rig everything. In the Olympics, there are for sure athletes on steroids. How many athletes? How many athletes have been caught using steroids, performance-enhancing drugs? Even the common peasants cheat. Now, it's not all, of course, but some do. For example, not all cops are bad, but of course there's some evil ones. I tell you what. People cheat in high school with their grades. You think, bro, every single high school there's a cheater. People cheat in high school on tests. People cheat in sports. Gambling, they rig the games. Politicians cheat. The entire thing is a cheat. So for you to trust the system, so then it leaves you two options. Well, do I just, okay, the people who control us are evil and they eat children and they're corrupt. What do we do? Do we fight them? Or do we just let them eat children? Because you seem to think you don't understand what evil means. Because you haven't studied what a psychopath is. I have. It's complex. There's humans, and then you got like all types of different species, like reptilian, and these people come from a higher dimension than this. We come from the highest there is, but we've been lowered to the third dimension. So their only way of surviving is through thieving from someone else. The certain species that controls the planet have lowered their vibrations so far. Because with free will, eventually you're going to get the extreme of the low and extreme of the high throughout time. And they're extreme of the low. They are incapable of love, empathy. So, there's this one white dude I was watching. I didn't catch his name, but it was a white dude on this podcast, and he was explaining a psychopath. When a psychopath walks outside of his apartment, and he's gonna go walk across the street to the taco shop, get him some tacos. On the way to the taco shop, a horrible car accident happens. Skirt, fucking crash, people, you know what I'm saying? He looks at the car accident and he sees the mother crying because someone's kid is dead in the car accident. So the psychopath is seeing all this. The mother crying, holding the dead child, the car accident, everyone's like, holy shit. Like, in the psychopath's mind, he's thinking, damn, did I want lettuce today on my tacos? Kind of want the chicken today. That's how low vibration they are. They don't even, fam, these people, you don't know what evil is. You don't have empathy, sympathy at all. Zero. There's people out here that'll slit their own mother's neck and sleep peacefully at night. Give a fuck. Fucking, their concern is, damn, there's blood on my floor. That's annoying. Damn. Gotta clean this shit. Like, bruh. So imagine how the reptilians are. Even a human can be that cold. Imagine how fucking the people who control the planet, their level of evil. That's why for them to feel something, for them to get energy, this is why they got to do the most extreme evil rituals. Throughout history, one of the most extreme is they'll basically just traumatize a child by group, and they'll slice the neck and they'll drink the blood. Because whenever a human is in that fear state of like extreme fear and pain, we release a toxin called adrenochrome. That's what they call it. I guess they made the name up, but a child is more innocent and pure. I'm telling you, humans can get cold. A psychopath watches a child die and he's thinking, damn, What the fuck am I gonna watch on TV tonight? I'm bored. So imagine how cold a fucking alien, a reptilian. This is why they have to do extreme, beyond comprehension levels of evil just to get energy, just to feel something. You think these evil people want money? They've already got hundreds of trillions. They don't care about an extra 20 billion. What doesn't matter to them? These people are interested in perversions and torturing and control and power over us. They laughed because they could put COVID on us. They laughed. Ha, peasants. Look what we made them do. Just for a quick laugh, the measure they'll go. For them, it's a drug. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the number might be accurate, but I seen somewhere that the average child molester has like 50 victims. Because it's a drug to them. They can't just do it to one person and be good for life. That high runs out. Just like you never just smoke one blunt, right? Every day it's blunt. Every day. A crackhead is never just one rock. They got to keep coming back. Rock. So a psychopath or a molester, their high is molesting. And when they're done molesting, they need more. Because their source of power is, remember, free will. If we have control to do what we want, eventually you're going to have the lowest of the low, highest of the high. Imagine the aliens. So we've pointed that out. So what do we do with this? What do we do with this information? Like I said in the last episode, I know it seems off topic, but you gotta work out, meditate, eat healthy, and drink water, and get your mental and physical health up to par. FredClinton.com. Anybody, everybody has to do it. 80% of Americans have Netflix. 80% of Americans will have Fred Clinton training. Why not? Who says? Who dares speak against my goal? What peasant dares to speak against that? They say 80%. How many percent of Americans have TV or Netflix? 95%? Why can't 95% have Fred Clinton training? Guess what? They will. Anyways, that's how we stop the evil reptilians. We have to start. There's steps to it. We got to start with physical and mental health. You might think, how the fuck does a push-up stop the evil on the earth? Because if you're physically unfit, if you're fat as hell and in terrible shape, you might have a fucking stroke tonight or a heart attack. So nothing else even matters. If your physical health is bullshit, how are you going to rebel? If you can't even march up the street and go because you're too fat. Physical health is first. Mental and physical health is first. Because if your mental health ain't right, how are you going to rebel against the evil in the world if you're too busy? You're mentally fucked up. You're too depressed to even get out of bed, to even do anything. See how that makes sense? So physical and mental health first. That's the first step. Before we talk about all this, we all have to band together and get in shape. The same popularity Netflix has will have Fred Clinton training. We will have the biggest fitness company by 2030. By 2035, and matter of fact, I'll admit, what I just said was a coward move. 10 years, fuck that. By 2030, we'll have the biggest company on earth. Not for the money. I just explained how physical health comes first before you do anything. If you're going to have a heart attack tomorrow, what the fuck does anything else on earth matter if you're going to die? That's why physical health is first. Mental health is also first. Those two are first. If your mental health is fucked up, hell, you want to kill yourself. You want to fucking, you're too busy, depressed, not doing nothing all day. So mental and physical health is first before we save these fucking people eating children, doing rituals and all this evil on the planet. So it's not the money, it's the power to decrease obesity by 2030. It's so annoying how the common peasants, they don't understand a humongous goal like that. It blows my mind. You know what the owner of Ford, Ford, the car company, he had a quote. They went from riding horses to riding in cars. You know what the owner of Ford said? It wasn't exactly this, but it was something along these lines. If I would have asked them what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. They would have called them crazy for thinking, one day we're going to have a machine that you press on a pedal and it drives. Imagine in the 1700s. I don't say bless you, by the way, because it's evil. But the 1700s, if you would have said, we're going to invent a car, they would have called you crazy. They would have hung you for being a witch. So what I'm saying is you can't listen to the common man because they'll shun your dreams. When I say no obesity in America by 2030, the average 99.9% of people are like, bro, that's impossible. No one's going to, bro, there's no way Fred Clinton training will be at the same level as Netflix in everyone's home. Because they've been brainwashed to think small. They don't see themselves as a god, as someone who's capable of something extreme like that. So because they don't feel that, they pass it to me. Here is proof that I'm not in it for money. Obviously, I want to be rich. But after $25 million, there's nothing else to buy. I mean, I've heard a lot of rich people say that. After about 20 supercars, a mansion, I mean, what else is there to buy? You don't really need more than 20. Anything after about $25 million is really just extra wealth. Your bloodline is set for life. Nobody in your family will ever work a 9-to-5 ever again with 25 million. As long as you got assets that's paying you every month, every year, as long as you ain't just spending away at that 25 million, you got assets and money coming in, and you're not just blowing the fuck out of your money. 25 million is like the bar of like, we're good. I don't have to. I got my dream car. I got the best watch. I mean, I done traveled to all the countries. It's really about purpose at that point, like money, Because when I have Fred Clinton training in every single household in America, more than the people that watch TV and have Netflix, how come they can do it? Think about it. How come the TV stations, their goals happened? The person who invented Netflix, his goal happened. I want to have Netflix in 90% of people's house. I want to have the TV station in 90% of people's house. How come I can't make a goal like that? I'm going to have Fred Clinton training in everyone's house. See, but mine's healthy. Mine helps your mental and your physical. Gives you a fucking six-pack. Gets you to get out of your depression and work your ass off. See, mine's healthy. Theirs brainwashes you and makes you lazy. It's negative. So how come they get to accomplish their goals? You see how they brainwashed you? Yeah, exactly. I've noticed this years ago. That's why I go so hard. And that's how we defeat them. Start with that. The amount of money that the Fred Clinton, what's the word? Conglomerate, I guess. It'll be trillions. I mean, it'll be trillions of dollars that we will amass. But like I said, me personally, 25 million is all I need. Anything after that, give it away. You don't need more than 25 million. So that's proof right there that the reason I want Fred Clinton training in everyone's house has very little to do with money. as far as me personally. A single human only needs 25 million. All my dream cars, TRX, Corvette, brand new Corvette, Huracan, Gallardo, 458 Italia, I mean, Revolto, SVJ. Unless we're talking $6 million Paganis and Bugattis and Koenigsegg's, the regular common peasant supercar like Huracan, I mean, couple million, mansion, buy your family, you got asset. I mean, 25 million. Because it's not like whenever you buy a car, like if I got 10 million and I buy a $500,000 car, that doesn't mean that I lost 500,000. I now have a $500,000 worth car. It's not like my money was subtracted from my net worth because I bought an investment. I bought something that has value. I could sell it. It's not like it's zero. If they popularized candy across billions of people, how come I can't popularize working out? They did it. They did it. How come another human can popularize candy across billions of people? Why can't I popularize Fred Clinton training amongst billions of people? For those of you that disagree with what I'm saying, I challenge you to I challenge anyone to email me a logical answer of why I can't do it, but the candy companies can. The TV stations influence 90% of Americans. Instagram, Netflix, if their goal happened, how come my goal can't happen? Give me a logical and real reason. I dare you. I dare you. That's how far they brainwash you. You don't think nothing's possible. You think life is just what's outside this window. You think that's all life is. You think this the only planet. Yeah, see my color.
You like that blunt, that's what you do. Don't worry about my sea moss. It's my sea moss.
Ain't that some deep shit? Real deep. I'll be the most famous man in the world one day. You see how I explained those things? And I'm only getting better. You are a god. You're capable of... You think I'm the only person in the world capable of that? You think, fam, there's always someone that has something better than you. You know, like, there's other people just like me that are capable. I just so happen to understand my capability. That's why I'll always be number one. I think it's a weakness to see yourself as something other than number one. If you got into a fight with prime Mike Tyson, what advantage do you have of thinking you're going to lose? Now you have a 100% chance of losing. Why not have a 1% chance of winning? Duck and get a fucking lucky, you know what I'm saying? Hit him right there. The best fighter, the biggest 7-foot monster in the world. What advantage do you have of saying, damn, I might lose? It's only a weakness. Doesn't help you any. So to see yourself as anything other than number one is just a weakness. And it's going to, you're going to make less money, be less happy, be less confident, less out of all the categories. It doesn't make you a narcissist. I have extreme empathy. I love people. Ain't that right? Huge heart. If I walk in a room and say, I'm God, people automatically gonna look at me like I'm a psychopath. But it's true. I am. And so are you. So is everything. Satan humbled us, made us think that we're less than God. That way he can control us. If you lessen somebody, now you got a chance to control them. You can take the best fighter in the world, the toughest dude, the best fighter, the most vicious.
In Indianapolis.
What is?
My sea moss.
What kind is it?
Mango pineapple.
You can take the most vicious fighter, right? But if he's locked in a cage, even a fucking weak peasant can poke the stick from outside the cage and laugh. And that's what we are. We're locked in a cage. The people who control us are weaker than us. It's like, how is that possible? That shit loud as hell, son. So imagine, think about that. You can have prime Mike Tyson, capable of tearing up anybody, but you lock him in a fucking kennel and break the lock. Now he has little power. And peasants, weaker entities, can poke from the outside of the cage and mess with him and beat him. Use that analogy for us. That's what we are. We're really the gods of this universe, but we're locked in this cage, and the peasants from the outside, they have outsmarted us. It's all by design so that we can get to the lowest of the low. You can't go to the highest of the high until you go the lowest that it can possibly go. In order for world peace to happen, we got to have world evil. So yes, one day, all evil will be gone. That makes you feel better. Because I'll do it. I'm doing it. Yeah, that's a lot better. I'm doing it. Not I'll do it. Gotta take a fucking piss, boy. Mortar.
Light that blunt back up. I'm gonna go get me some candy down there. There's a corn dip. Actually, I just want some corn dip.
You feel me? You feel me? You know, everything they tell you to do seems to not benefit you. Don't smoke weed, you know, get a job, go to college. But that never really, they never tell you to donate 10 million to some people that need water. Well, how the fuck do you get 10 million? Only through entrepreneurship. Isn't it funny how the things they tell you to do hurt you? You might be thinking, oh man, how can not smoking weed, going to college and getting good grades, how is that harmful?
Oh, this is good.
Just know everything they tell you to do probably shouldn't.
You bite?
If you smoke, here in a second, because you might smoke weed and realize, damn, hold on. Because the average, fam, this is how weed works. You can take the most brainwashed person in the world. You give them an edible, someone who's never thought about smoking. You give them an edible, watch how their opinions might change. Like, you're telling me why do they control us? Hold on. Of course, the weed that we got is chemicalized, though. You knew they were going to find a way to put their hands on that. You see, this is exotic, but it's chemicals. Real weed looks like Reggie. But even this, like, setting up a camera, rolling up, talking shit, exposing the evil government, that's a rebellion, right? I have a farther more chance of becoming successful of doing this than I'll ever have going to college, getting a job. Because the people who do this kind of stuff and build an audience, they become the most successful. Not the guy who has a fucking job. He'll never have a Lamborghini. The things that seem rebellious are what you're supposed to do. The average man is not going to set their camera up, expose the government, and roll up and talk straight to their face through Meta. But in the end, this is what'll make me successful and what'll cause world peace. So the rebellious thing seems to be the only thing, you know. All the old people. And yeah, respect to the elders, but let's just be real. All the old people, don't smoke weed. Get a job, go to college. Yeah, but what about the politicians who are eating children? Damn, they never talk about that. You see how they brainwash you to be selfish? They think that the goal of life is to go to college, get a job, and live in a house. That's the purpose of life, huh? Get the fuck out of here. They were taught a lie, and their whole life they believed it, and they taught you that lie. If anybody's watching this and you live with your parent or your grandparent and they told you to get a job, I dare you to walk in and say, you know what, I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to go live on YouTube and smoke weed and expose the government. And I'm going to work out all day and post fitness content and become a millionaire and put money in crypto. You think they would let you do that? They would destroy your dreams immediately and say, no, you got to get a job. So what do? Do you rebel and feel a little guilty and feel a little rebel and become a millionaire and save the world one day? Or do you just comply and go get a job and say, fuck the content, fuck the YouTube, fuck exposing them, I'm just going to get a job? Ain't that deep? I dare anybody who's gonna watch this, I dare you, if you live with someone who's brainwashed, and they're talking about you need to get a job, you know what? I want to tell a quick story of one of my ex-friends. And this is some deep shit, man. I used to have this friend in Louisville. And he hit me up on Instagram and asked me to be his roommate. And at the time, I was wanting to move anyway, so I moved in with him in Louisville. And sometimes, you know, we would talk about money and business. Well, this ex-friend of mine, had another friend who made $500,000 in e-commerce, selling online products. So as soon as he mentioned this friend, of course, me being a hungry, I'm like, hey, who let me get his number. Like, we gotta call this dude. They're telling me we're sitting in here with no money. This dude got $500,000. Oh yeah. So I was doing wholesaling real estate at the time. It's called wholesaling real estate. And this dude was doing wholesaling. That wasn't his main thing. He quit doing it, but he closed a couple deals. Well, I had to damn near beg this ex-friend of mine to fucking call this dude. And he eventually FaceTimed us. I think it was through Discord. And I used my phone to record the conversation. I swear to God, my friend fell asleep during the fucking call. And he was like rushing him because like his girl was about to come home. And it was something, I forgot exactly what it was, but he was damn near like rushing the dude. I'm like, fam, there's a guy that is taking time out of his day to teach us how to make $500,000. He's teaching us about wholesaling real estate. He was going over like the systems he was using and how he finds properties and all this shit. I swear to God, this ex-friend of mine fell asleep, bro. Like, you're not really trying to do this shit, bro. You're not really trying to get 30 million, bro. You're not serious. And I took the phone to my room. Of course, knowing me, I took the fucking phone to my room and talked to him personally. I swear to God on my ancestors. My friend, so I was on his phone because I called him after the Discord call. I was using my friend's phone to call him. I was on the phone. My friend come knocking on my door because my friend's girl kept calling. And he come knock on the door talking about the phone. Bro, I gotta talk to my girl, bro. I'm like, bro. I am on the phone with a man who made $500,000 through e-commerce and does wholesaling real estate. Got more money than us, put it that way. And you're talking about hand me the phone so you can talk to your fucking ugly girlfriend? But it's frustrating as a man who's really about shit and really is gonna have 30 million. It's frustrating to be that person, but to have I'm associating with people who's not there yet. It's frustrating, bro. Like, bro, your girl can wait. Your girl can wait. I'm on the phone with a dude with $500,000. She can wait, bro. We can talk to your girl whenever he teaches us. And yeah, he was rushing the dude on the Discord call. Rushing him like, bro. He fell asleep, bro. See, I'm the opposite. I had my phone out. I had an hour-long fucking recording on my iPhone. I recorded the whole damn thing. People don't really want it, bro, and that's something that you'll learn. Like, people don't really want it. Like, they might want it, but they're not willing to. Bro, if you can't sit through a 1 hour and 30-minute Discord call from a dude that's made $500,000 through e-commerce and did wholesaling real estate, if you're not willing to even listen to, but in life you'll come across so-called friends who, yeah. And that same girl, I tried to give her peoples a ride back home. Her 9-year-old sister and her 15-year-old sister tried to give them a ride back home to their house because their older sister, my ex-friend's girl, who was calling the phone while I was on the phone with that dude, she got too drunk and she insisted on driving. She said, no, no, no. Well, they get in a wreck. And guess who comes and saves them? So I end up fucking leaving that situation. And ever since, that dude has been, let's just be vague and say, a weirdo. They all are. There's a reason why only 1% of the population has a Ferrari and 99.999% will never have one. It's literally it's a divided mentality. Y'all aren't built like me. Do you understand? I got friends, bro. I have friends who I could leave my girl around in the house and they wouldn't even think about even talking to her. Could have a fucking Instagram model with 10 million followers. They wouldn't try it. And I wouldn't try it for them. Most of y'all watching don't have friends like that. Isn't it crazy? Everything is based off 1%. 1% of people got the Lambo. 1% of people got actual friends who wouldn't snake them. It's crazy. Like, I don't mean to sound pessimistic and negative, but damn, most people are genuinely just weird. And it's like a cognitive dissonance because, like, when you have a friend or a so-called friend who just over and over just does some weird shit, the fact that you like them so much and like, that's my homeboy, you try your hardest, but it's like, nah. You gotta snap out of your cognitive dissonance, think, nah, he's a weirdo. Some real life demons out here. This motherfucker fell asleep on the fucking goddamn call. And I had no job. He was working at Walmart with no car. And we had a dude on a Discord call with us explaining how to wholesale real estate. This motherfucking cracker fell asleep. Can you fucking believe that? I was like this watching the call. Recording fucking eyes wide open, listening to every fucking word he was saying. I want to make $500,000. But whenever you live in a distracted environment, whenever you got drunk people and weirdos and people arguing in the back, and it's really hard to focus. You need an environment where you can focus. I had to get up out of that situation. But could have had a connect. Could have had a partner, a connect. But me and that friend fell off. Connection gone. See, you see, it's right there. It's right there. With a little bit of effort, a couple months of just hard times, a little bit of effort, you can be a fucking millionaire. You have to know. It's deeper than believing in yourself. I know I'll be a millionaire soon. It's crazy. It's called God energy. We're gonna smoke his last one and call it wraps. It's a dope ass episode. And then right. Hey.
What you talking about?
This was a dope episode. You probably wasn't even paying attention, but I was in that flow state. And 5,000 people joined.
Oh, they did.
There's 5,000 people watching right now.
How many really?
Right now, none. There's been a couple pop in.
I didn't want to know that.
God, I'm just hyped up, cause like, bro, golly, man, damn, I'm gonna be rich. Everything's based off 1%. 1% of people get all the good shit. 1% of people have a genuine different friends who would never snake them. Fam, I got friends who I can call them at 4 o'clock in the morning. I could be in a different country. They'll drive to the airport and fly to me. 4 in the morning. If I was in an emergency, they would send me money if I needed it. If I genuinely needed it, emergency, they do it. 99% of people don't got friends like that. You leave your girl around your friend, they gonna start looking at her. You're surrounded by weirdos. Weirdos. People are weird. You're surrounded by weirdos. My friend could have a bitch with 20 million followers, the most mind-blowing bitch to ever exist. I wouldn't even look at her if I was around her. It's weird. How could you? It's disgusting. And I'm not even a Muslim. It's just completely weird. If the bitch tried me, bro, wouldn't even think about it. "99% of you don't have friends like that. Or a girl like that. Most people watching this, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Think about if you got a girlfriend and you're watching this, who's her favorite rapper? Who's her favorite celebrity? If he DM'd her, what would happen? Genuinely think of what she would do. You think she would block him? Your girl's a weirdo. And your friends are weirdos. There's only 1% of real people on this planet. Harsh reality. Harsh reality. I'm not telling you to not trust your girl. If you're watching this, I just want you to think, like, would my girl respond to her favorite celebrity, her favorite rapper? Would she respond? Would she entertain it? Or would she block him? 99.99999% of y'all's girl. This is why you gotta have king energy. It's cold out here. This is why it takes so much energy to overcome evil. We used to live in a world where women weren't like that. We used to live on an earth where all the women were high vibrational. They weren't interested in social media and likes and rappers, and they was interested in their husband and nature and having kids. That was their interest. Satan has influenced us to, we're obsessed with social media. We're obsessed with fucking watching. Everything we watch on TV is gossip, cheating, killing. Everything on TV is a fucking serial killer or a cheater, a fucking everything. We used to live on a planet where Every single woman, if a man approached like, no, fuck no, I don't care. You can be taller, richer, more handsome than my man. I don't give a fuck. That's weird. Fuck no. Now we live on a planet where 90% of, I want you to think about this. If your girl was drunk and y'all got in an argument and she was drunk and that rapper DM'd her, would she move accordingly? Protect your energy. Don't surround yourself by someone capable of snaking you. I'm telling you this as someone who's been to college. It comes down to 1%. 1% of people got the little girl, 1% of people got the little friends, 1% of people got the Ferrari, 1% of people, it's always 1%. If you're watching this and you have and you're living with someone, it could be your mom, grandmother, dad, I dare you to walk in there and say, you know, can we come to a deal? You pay all the bills and I'll get us rich. I'll start going live on YouTube. I'll start posting content. I'll start working out, getting in shape, and posting videos of me working out. And I'll make all this money. I'll put it in crypto. We'll be fucking worth hundreds of millions. We're gonna become 99.9999% of people are gonna be like, delusional. I want you to get a job, pinch in with the bills. Go spend 10 hours a day with the job. Don't spend 10 hours a day getting rich. Spend 10 hours a day making 80 bucks a day, 90 bucks a day. I was getting paid $470 something a week at a factory, less than $100 a day. And I'd smoke on the way to work and on break. That's $10, $20 in weed, $10 in gas. I might buy lunch. I'm really only making $40 profit a day. Go do that. Don't go live on YouTube and expose the government and become a millionaire, become famous and post content and put your money in crypto, become an online personal trainer. Don't do that. No. Go get you a job. Go be a welder.
Go be a welder.
And this is 0% bringing down the people that's telling you or me to do that. It's not like these people are just waking up like, how can I fuck up his life? Like, it's just they want the best for you, but they've been brainwashed to think a job. They don't know how to make 30 million. They don't got 22 Ferraris. They don't understand what it's like to be enormously successful. So they tell you get a job, go to college, go back to school, and it's just the unfortunate, you know, they want the best for you, but they don't really know what is the best thing for you. But I dare you, walk in there and say, whoever you're living with, Granny, yeah, I'm gonna do all that instead of getting a job. We'll see what she says. That's why 1% of people have the mansion. Because only 1% of people are willing to be rebellious and say, no, I'm going to make content. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, start this business, start this website. And I'm going to change the world. And it's an illusion because whenever you first start a business, you don't make money at first. That's because when you get a job, you get paid in a week or two. But when you start a business, you might have, you know, whenever you're first starting a business, you're not going to just be a millionaire in a month. You have to gradually do it, right? So that's the reason why, you know, because, you know, whoever you're living with, they got bills now. We can't wait for you to get rich in 6 months. We got bills today. So then they stump your dream for the quick benefit of paying the bills now. I have friends who will sleep in the cold with me to get rich. I have friends who would never try anything on my girl. I have friends who would, bro, they would walk to a different state and walk for a week and hike to save me. So I know what I'm talking about. Blessed. Thank you, God. Shit, boy. I done lost track of what was the main topic, though. The podcast. This the best podcast ever. What was it? It was, I guess it just set up the camera and talk. Another one. It all came out, didn't it?
Hell, you put a gallon in there every time.
So, it is for sure a double-edged sword. It was designed that way. You wake up and you, oh shit, I'm God. I can do anything. And you start having these priorities. You stop caring about the, you know, but it's a double-edged sword because, like I said, walk in there and say, I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to do this. I'm going to start an online business. Say, I need to put all my energy in my day getting rich. In one ear out the other, no, get a job, pay the bills. Then you're 40, still broke, got a job, and yeah. Thank you. Lanky. Flanky. Want that?
Alright, now.
Tap that. But if you just so happen to have a big enough nutsack and a big enough will to save the planet, you'll realize that becoming a trillionaire and having the biggest fitness company in the world and being the best ever and saving the kids from getting eaten by politicians, you know what? That matters more than the feelings of the people around me that want me to get a job. If I understand this in the long term is what ensures success for me in the world, the feelings of the people around me who don't want me to do this, that's small compared to the bigger picture. You gotta think big. Most humans think so small, you don't understand. All you think about is a 9 to 5 and scroll through TikTok. You don't even think about big anything. Come on, dude. We can overtake these people. We can take our planet back. We don't have to pay for water in the future. Pay for a place to stay. Time to work out.